What's the dumbest thing you've ever seen in class? It had to be in Mr. Keeler's 10th grade biology. Mr. Keeler was legendary. He was a small, wiry man in a beige cardigan who, in 20 years, had never been rattled. We'd seen him calmly catch a bat mid-lecture and once handled a lab explosion next door by simply pausing, saying, "Merely an exothermic reaction," and continuing his lesson on mitochondria. He was unflappable. His academic nemesis was Josh. Josh was brilliant but had zero social awareness. He'd, actually Mr. Keeler on the Krebs cycle and ask questions just to show he'd read the optional college-level texts. We called him Wikipedia Josh. We were in our sensory unit. Mr. Keeler was at the front, explaining how taste is mostly smell. "That's why food seems bland when you have a cold," he said. Josh's hand shot up. "Mr. Keeler, you're missing a key vector. You know you can taste garlic with your feet, right?" The class snickered. Mr. Keeler slowly placed his chalk in the tray. The click was the only sound. "Is that so, Josh?" "Yeah," Josh said, puffing up. "The allicin compound passes through the skin, enters the bloodstream, and hits your taste buds in like 15 minutes. You can taste it just by standing on it." He beamed. Mr. Keeler was silent for a long moment. A tiny smile played at the corner of his mouth. "All right," he said, suddenly brisk. "Hypothesis presented. Let's move to experimentation." The class buzzed. This was better than the bat. Mr. Keeler walked to the massive supply closet. We could hear him rummaging. He emerged holding a Ziploc bag, a cutting board, a large kitchen knife, a roll of duct tape, and a huge, fresh bulb of garlic. The room went dead silent. At his desk, Mr. Keeler split the bulb with a thwack. He peeled 5 fat cloves. The smell hit us immediately. Not pizza shop garlic, but that sharp, angry garlic smell. Kids in the front row winced. He diced them and scooped the pile into the Ziploc bag, squishing it flat. He looked at Josh. "Shoe and sock. Right foot, if you please." Josh's confidence flickered. "Right now?" "Science waits for no one," Mr. Keeler said. Red-faced, Josh untied his sneaker and peeled off his gray sock. He limped to the front, one shoe on, one off. Keeler instructed him to place his bare foot on the bag. Josh winced as the cold, sticky mush sealed to his soul. Then Mr. Keeler, with surgical precision, took the duct tape and wrapped it around Josh's foot, over his arch, and around his heel. "We need a proper seal for absorption," he said blankly. Josh stood there, looking ridiculous. Josh hobbled back to his desk, the tape making a scuff crinkle sound. Mr. Keeler went right back to the lesson. Now, as I was saying, it was impossible to focus. Every eye was on Josh. He sat bolt upright, face a mask of intense concentration, like he was trying to solve physics in his head. He'd sniff and lick his lips, searching for the taste. 20 agonizing minutes passed. The only sounds were Mr. Keeler's voice and the crinkle from Josh's foot. "Well, Josh?" Mr. Keeler asked, not turning from the board. Josh's eyes snapped open. He licked his lips. I think so," he said, his voice growing stronger. "Yeah, it's faint, but it's there. Like a metallic, spicy, yeah, I'm tasting it. I told you." He looked around, triumphant. Mr. Keeler nodded slowly. "Fascinating. A positive result." He walked to his desk, where the cutting board still lay. He picked up the one tiny, uncrushed clove of garlic he'd left behind. He held it out. "Just so we have a control sample," he said. "Pop this in your mouth." Josh, high on his victory, scoffed. "Fine." He snatched the clove and, to prove his point, bit down on it, hard. His eyes bugged out of his head. His whole face turned a deep, blotchy purple, and he scrambled sideways out of his desk, gagging violently as he lunged for the water fountain. Mr. Keeler just watched him go, turned to the rest of us and said, "That, class, is the difference between a hypothesis and a palate cleanser."